Hello, Professor Alto here to share with you ways to turn your serious game into some serious money. Too often we see people developing video games, both entertaining and serious games, without any thought or regard to where and how they will make money. Consequently, over 98% of apps and games on the App Store fail to make any money. We have developed a business model innovation approach that, when applied, will increase your chances of creating economic value. It starts by understanding that all business models have 4 key components. First, stakeholders. This determines where you play. This defines who has the problem we're solving, aka the customer. Who are the other stakeholders that are involved in buying, using, and benefiting from our solution, which may go beyond just the customer. And understanding other partners and channels through whom our customers get their solution. Next is benefits. Why do you win? This describes what is different about our approach than others. We call this our point of view. We then distill the way we create new sources of value into our proposition. We then define our position in the industry with our new offering and why we can overcome existing industry structure power. Next is capabilities. This determines how we win. Here we describe our product, or what we're offering to the customer and other stakeholders. We then identify the type, number, and where possible, the specific people and partners necessary to deliver our proposition. We then describe the process and plan we must put in place to develop and improve our product and proposition over time. The final dimension is economics. This determines what we win. We then identify, quantify, and measure the economic value we can create by first identifying the possibilities of this new offering and how big it could become. We then look at how we promote it and to whom and what channels and costs are associated with that. And finally, we bring all this into a profit measure where we quantify the revenues and costs to see where and how we make money. You've probably noticed that all these keywords that are part of the business model innovation process start with the letter P, and there are questions associated with each P. For this reason, we call this approach to the business model innovation the 10 P's and Q's of business model innovation. So let me give you an example of how this works with a real serious game called Happify. Problem. What problem are you trying to solve? Happify has created a digital health game/app solution that helps people deal with stress, anxiety, and depression. This represents 5% of the world's population, or 360 million people. Depression is also comorbid, that means it goes along with other diseases people have. Next is point of view. Why is your secret sauce better than others? Happify uses evidence-based research in the area of positive psychology and game mechanics to create mental health interventions that have been proven to work. They apply the most rigorous, clinically proven science of any serious game in this area and have partnered with leaders in this area, the University of Pennsylvania. Proposition. How do you create new sources of value? They have clinical data that demonstrates that they can cut the time it takes to overcome the setbacks from depression and anxiety by over 50% in less than 30 days. This saves employers and insurance companies money, makes people happier, is offered in a convenient mobile app, has clinical evidence to support it, and gathers and shares data with key people who can provide support. Position. Where do you stand in the industry structure? Their offering is competing in a very crowded marketplace of serious games focused on mental health. There are many new entrants like them. There are large established healthcare providers and payers that focus on this as well. Therefore, they must have a compelling strategy to win. Product. What does your offering look like? Their offering is available in various app stores as well as online and can be used by both consumers as well as by employees through their employers. It is slick, simple, attractive, and very easy to use. People and partners. Who do you need to help you be successful? Their team is made up of ex-video game developers and professionals, as well as behavioral scientists. They have partnered with the University of Pennsylvania, as well as some other large organizations to bring their solutions to market. Process and plan. How will you move your offering forward over time? They initially launched their earliest product with consumers to get validation and traction. They then created institutional offerings to provide through insurance companies and employers. Possibilities. How big of an opportunity could this be? So far, they have 3 million users of their product, but this is less than 1% of those people worldwide that need help with this problem, so they have a huge growth potential. Promotion. How will you bring this to market? While they initially sold their product direct to consumers, they are now very focused on finding channel partners to resell this to employers, employees, and members of other organizations. Profits. How much money will they make? Over the past 5 years, they've been able to increase their revenues to the point that they are operating at a break-even level of profitability. This has required them to obtain some investor capital in the past and may require future investments in order for them to grow more rapidly. So, what I need you to do is to figure out how you would answer the 10 questions associated with the 10 Ps to turn your serious game into a money-making machine. Thanks for watching. Please look at the video description for links to exercises and other resources.